Today is Thursday. It's June 26th, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning.
Oh.
Glad to be here.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Well, we missed you.
Well, thank you.
Donald, what's his name, did a good job.
Thank you, Donald.
Yes, and
Appreciate that.
But we missed you. But you spent some time before and after with the pageant.
That's right, Miss North Carolina pageant.
Yes.
That's right.
And we're happy with the way that turned out.
Yes, we are. We want to say a big congratulations to two young ladies, to Miss Emily Tucker for making top 10, and she won all kinds of awards while she was up there. All kinds, from talent to community service, and really made us proud. Thank you for doing that. Great job.
Not surprised at all.
I know. She's a good girl and smart cookie.
Yes, she is.
And then, of course, our new Miss North Carolina is from right here in Goldsboro, Beth Stovall. She was our Miss Goldsboro last year, and we're so very proud of her.
Yes, indeed we are. Well, this is Thursday, and let's see, what's on the program for today?
I believe today we have Miss SELENA Bennett talking about communities in schools and give us some details about how the community can really help and assist.
And if you've ever had any question about what is communities in schools, she's going to tell you.
That's right.
She will tell you.
And then, of course, we have Miss BETSY ROSEMANN here today, and she's talking about so many activities that are happening across our county through travel and tourism. You're going to be surprised by some of them.
You will be surprised. She stays so busy. And Wayne County is a major player in activities
certainly is.
Across the state.
And becoming more and more of a big player.
Last year we had the tennis.
We did.
We had
the cycling.
Bicycles. We had other things. And this year we have the cornhole and a bunch of other stuff.
That's right. Soccer, big soccer tournaments.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, more and more often we're having those things coming to Goldsboro, and for years they've been in surrounding counties, but we didn't have a place to offer as much of a competitive field type situation. And now we're having more and more schools opening up their fields, and now with the hopes of a multi-sports complex coming, the word is getting out across the state that we're going to have that hopefully pretty soon, and we have just got so many inquiries because of it.
That's right.
It's
exciting
awesome.
times.
It is.
Very exciting. Well, you've heard of the umpire in a baseball game throwing out players or throwing out the managers. Hey, you're out of the game. You're out of here. Have you ever heard of them ever throwing out the organist?
I can't say that I have.
Happened this day, this very day in 1985. The umpire got so angry with the organist because he was playing on the organ Three Blind Mice. When the umpire made a call, the organist didn't think it was right. He said, Three Blind Mice. So he's playing that.
That is funny.
It happened at Jack Russell's Stadium in Clearwater, Florida, the home of the Phillies during spring training. A Class A league team uses the stadium for the rest of the season. Well, Wilbur Snap played Three Blind Mice following a call by umpire Keith O'Connor. The umpire was not amused. He was not happy. He was not laughing. You're out of here. The organist had to leave the game.
Wow. So there was quiet and no music for the rest of the game.
That was no fun. Birthdays today, Billy Davis Jr., that's Marilyn McCoo's husband. He is 76 today.
Oh, my goodness.
The tall guy there in the fifth dimension.
I hear you.
And let's see, who else do we have? Chris Isaac, the singer and actor. Chris Isaac is 58 today. Chris O'Donnell, one of my favorite guys.
Oh, yes.
I like Chris O'Donnell. Very talented guy.
Is he on CSI?
NCIS.
NCIS.
Or one of those
I love all those shows.
Yeah, all those letters and alphabets and stuff.
No, they get all mixed up.
But yeah, NCIS Los Angeles with LL
He's very
Cool
good.
J. Yeah, he is an excellent actor.
LL Cool J went from being a singer to now he is a major actor and doing a great job.
He is, and I like that show.
I do too.
I like that show a lot. Chris O'Donnell, but not only NCIS, he did Scent of a Woman, one of my favorite movies. I know that's what they call a chick flick. But hey, I wear a hat and a mustache. Nobody knows it's me.
Exactly.
So anyway, Fried Green Tomatoes. He was in Batman series, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. He was also in The Bachelor. He's done a bunch of other stuff. He's 44 today.
Interesting.
Sean Hayes is having a birthday. He's, of course, you know the name for one of the stars of Will and Grace.
I love him, and he Just Jack. Yes, he is.
Yes, yes.
He used to do that all the time, Just Jack.
Yeah, that's right. Sean Hayes.
He is hilarious.
He's 44 today. Matthew Letcher was in Mask of Zorro. He was Tom on the Carrie Diaries. Billy on Scandal. On The New Adventures of Old Christine, he was Burton, and he is 44 today also. Jason Schwartzman, he was on Parks and Recreation, or is. He plays Dennis.
Okay.
Dennis is 34 today. He was Max in the TV show Rushmore. He was Ben in Cracking Up. He's 34
Happy
today.
Birthday.
Yeah, way to go. Happy, and all that stuff.
That's right.
Let's go. We got some announcements for you, things coming up, things to do. But first,
let's go. Joining me today is Betsy Rosemann, Director of Travel and Tourism here for Goldsboro and Wayne County. If you want to find out what's happening locally, this is the lady to keep you informed. Thank you for being here today.
Well, good morning, Kim. Thank you for having us.
Always. I hear people say all the time, what is there to do in Goldsboro? Tell me some things to do. And of course, I always point towards you. Betsy is the woman who can tell us what's happening. And today you've got a long list just for the month of June and July.
And we have a little bit in August.
Okay.
And then things will slow down until September and October.
Well, you have a variety of things to tell us about that folks can join in on. So tell me some of the things that are happening.
Well, we're real excited. We had our new internship group at CEFS arrived June 1st.
Tell me what CEFS is.
CEFS is the Center for Environmental Farming.
Perfect.
And Cherry Research Farm is one of 18 CEFS installations in the state, and it is the largest. And
right here in Goldsboro.
Right here in Goldsboro. And basically they do all different types of soil testing. They do swine. They raise swines in different environment, or pigs. Mm-hmm. They do. They have their own dairy farm. But they just do a lot of research for North Carolina State and NCA&T.
Perfect.
And every summer we are fortunate to have a group of interns, and it does count as college credit. And this year we're represented all over the world.
Really? How many interns come?
There are about 14 here this summer.
And do they partner with the city somehow?
Well, what they do is they'll, of course, spend time and money visiting on the weekends. Pretty much they're on campus. Mm-hmm. They'll be staying at O'Berry Center. And then they will come in and do things. And we try to have activities for them. Parks and Rec took them canoeing and kayaking one day. That. And then we will probably take them out for a nice dinner to greet them, just treat them with hospitality.
Right, right.
And so we're just so excited to have this group, and then they go back and talk about how wonderful Goldsboro and Wayne County are.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Now tell me, you said they're from all over the world, so we have students that are coming from various colleges from all over the world. Is that how that works?
Correct. And as I said, it is a degree program. They get class credit for it, for spending the summer working in the fields.
That is awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I saw lots of pictures of where Parks and Recs took them canoeing all down the Neuse River, and it was so neat to see those students, and they seemed extremely happy. They were very much enjoying themselves.
They had a blast, and so we were excited that at Parks and Rec was able to do that for them.
Wonderful. What's next on the agenda?
Well, we just had our first sanctioned national soccer tournament. It was 3v3, which is 3 players versus 3 players. And we were very excited. It was June 14th, and we had 25 teams, and we had 7 other counties represented other than Wayne. So we had people from Onslow County, or teams from Onslow County, Wake County, Raleigh area, and Wilson County, as well as Pitt County, Greenville area. So
nice.
It was a nice day. We had it Greenwood Middle School.
I was going to ask where
they were kind enough to let us host it there, and we had 8 fields.
And you needed them?
We needed them.
That's excellent. Now, are these type things that we're going to be bringing to Goldsboro more often?
Yes, hopefully when we get a multi-sports complex, we'll be able to bring in lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, any field events.
Because I think sometimes I'm asked this on a regular basis, is there a need for that?
There's a tremendous need. And those sports are growing. And sports are recession-proof, and especially parents are going to spend money on their children playing sports. Right. They'll give up vacations. They'll give up about anything, but they won't give up sports for their kids. And the average traveler spends about $250 a weekend traveling to these other sporting events. So that's all money that could come to us.
County. That's right. And they're very busy right now in a lot of the surrounding counties because they do have so many different locations and fields for them to play on. So that's why we want to not always have them in our surrounding counties and leaving us out. We want them to come to Wayne County as well. So we're doing everything we can to showcase our community and what we have to offer, and potentially what we're going to have to offer in the future.
Yeah, I just found out yesterday that Gaston County, which is in the western part of the state, the county has designated 390 acres for them to build a multi-sports complex, and I think 25 baseball fields.
The need is obviously there.
And Rocky Mount has it, Wilson has it, New Bern's getting ready to build it, and Wilmington has some field space.
Obviously, it would be a huge asset for our community, and it would hit our economy unbelievably.
Plus, it promotes us as being an active community.
Oh, exactly. Exactly, which is a huge plus for us, and that is something that we're very much focused on.
Right, that's quality of life, and that helps bring people to the area. Also, our military is very active, and we want to keep that type of relationship. We want to keep that us known as being an active county.
Very good. All right, so what's next on the list?
Well, this weekend we have our American Cornhole
Yeah, I've
State
been hearing about that
Championship.
for a while.
Yes.
That is so unusual. So this is a game that started out in people's backyards, just playing, having a good time, and now they are actually having tournaments and championships. So tell me more about that.
Well, we will be the first North Carolina statewide event. These events are in about 25 states so far. The World Championship will be in West Virginia in July. So the winner of this will go to West Virginia.
Neat. That is amazing that this has just turned into such a big sporting event.
So we're very excited. We'll have public play on Friday evening from 5 to about 11.
And where will that be?
In the John Street parking lot downtown.
Same place as Center Street Jams?
Same place.
So the public can come and just play themselves and enjoy themselves.
And spend money and eat in the restaurants and have a good time. And then on Saturday at the Goldsboro Family Y, we will have the actual tournament play.
Okay, now these are people that have pre-registered. And now can they register that morning?
They can register the morning or they can register Friday night.
Okay.
And there's no fee to register, but you do have to be an ACO member, which is American Cornhole member, and a membership fee for a year is only $20.
Excellent. Now, where do you register? Where are some of the options?
You can go online to AmericanCornhole.com.
Okay.
Or you can go to the Facebook page, and there's links there, and that is under North Carolina State Cornhole.
And all this is also offered on the City of Goldsboro's Facebook page.
Correct.
There's
City
links
of
to all
Goldsboro,
this.
Parks and Rec.
Yes.
And they also, as I said, they can register the day of at the Goldsboro Family Y or in the evening, Friday evening at John Street.
Perfect, perfect. Very good. What's next on the list?
Well, we have the same weekend, this weekend, we also have a regional swim meet at the Y. So the Y is going to be busy, busy, busy. And the Y hosts 26 swim meets a year, and that brings students and adults, youth and adults, all over the state to our swim meets. And that's another way we put money into the economy and fills up our hotels. And then we're very pleased to start a new partnership with the Greenville Police Department. They have a program called PAL, which is they created this program for at-risk youth, ages 5 to 13.
Oh my goodness.
So they're at risk at age 5 now with gangs and other related incidents. So they reached out to us and they wanted some activities. And they wanted people of authority that could talk to them and help these kids understand their different venues they could steer their lives. So we've connected them with the Cliffs of the New State Park and the park rangers out there. So they're going to break the kids up in groups of 4 different dates, and 30 kids will come each date. There'll be 2 dates in July and 2 dates in August. So the park rangers will spend time, the kids get to go swimming, hiking, playing, have picnic under the picnic shelters, and just make a day of it. So we're very excited that Greenville reached out to us.
Absolutely. Well, Betsy, it sounds like you've got lots going on, lots of activities, as always, happening in Goldsboro and Wayne County. We thank you so much for being with us today and sharing the information, and want you to come back soon and keep us updated.
Well, thank you, Kim. And you can always go to our website, visit GoldsboroNC.com.
There you go. More things happening in Goldsboro and Wayne County.
Our guest today is SELENA Bennett with Communities in Schools. Hi there.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having us back.
For anyone who's lived in the cave for the last 20 years, tell us about Communities in Schools and what it is.
Well, Communities in Schools is a nonprofit organization. We are nationally accredited, which is very, very important, which means we are in strict alignment with all of the standards that we are required to maintain by our national and our state office. But what we do, Wayne, is We work with the school system to help students who might fall through the cracks. We work with at-risk youth, and Communities in Schools is best known as a dropout prevention program, but we're really a lot more than that. We have staff in Wayne County in 6 schools, and we go in and work with a site team at the school with targeted students, and we do everything that we can to provide wraparound services for those students because we want them to be successful and to graduate.
Now, here are a lot of words here, and most of them I understand.
Yes, I think you do.
Let me ask you what, for anyone who may not understand what at risk means.
Okay.
What is at risk?
At risk means that a student, for any number of different reasons, it could be academic reasons, it could be that their attendance is very, very poor, it could be that they are having behavioral problems at school, it could be academic, attendance, behavior, or a combination of those. Or it could just be a child that maybe is quiet and withdrawn, that you would not normally think about as being at risk or having needs, but it's that child that needs that extra layer of support to help them be successful in life.
Just that extra push.
It's that extra push
that you offer and provide.
That's exactly right.
Now, is it, and I can see how that might be, particularly a child that's withdrawn and quiet, might be misunderstood as being a studious person or an excellent student, when in reality that's not the case at all.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
They might be withdrawn and they may not know what to do. They may need extra help.
Exactly.
So you have staff in each school?
We have staff in 6 schools. Now, we can work with all schools in Wayne County by providing other services, such as our school supplies that we provide every year to every school in Wayne County. We also provide motivational speakers. Our state office has a network that we can utilize to bring in speakers from that office or simply through the community. There are a wealth of resources right at our fingertips. And as you know, we have the partnerships with a number of businesses and colleges. For instance, the fire department, Goldsboro City Fire Department, and the police department.
Oh, yes.
We have established a fire academy program at Goldsboro High School, a police academy program at Goldsboro High School, and both of those academies are the result of a direct partnership with the city of Goldsboro and with pulling in those additional resources.
We were very pleased and honored to be a part of the first graduating class of the Fire Academy, I believe it was.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And those young folks were so impressive.
Well, we are in a position to reach out into the community and pull in resources that your school staff does not have the time to become involved in because they are following a standard curriculum. What they are hired to do is mandated very much by the Department of Public Instruction.
Right.
And that's not to say that they don't do a number of those things as well. But our role is that we can go in and pull those resources and be much more strategic about the way we pull them into the schools.
I must say you are giving these young students direction, particularly as I was able to see with the Fire Academy and with the Police Academy. These young folks may not have a direction before getting into this program. And who knows where they might end up, on the streets or who knows where.
Well, and a quick fact for you. Do you have any idea how many students in North Carolina drop out of high school every day? Every day.
No, I don't. No.
Every day in the state of North Carolina, we lose 83 students.
Every day?
Every day in the state of North Carolina.
That's an outrageous number.
It is an outrageous,
outrageous
number. And the other statistic that is very overwhelming is 75% of your prison inmates are high school dropouts. And so when you look at the number of kids dropping out and you examine the reasons, why are they dropping out? Is it a lack of support at the home? Is it there are no connections made within the school setting? Is it that they don't have the desire to further their education? the desire simply to graduate, you know, what is it? And so we help to examine those reasons for them being at risk.
Given direction and purpose,
Yes.
they have a purpose, and so I can see how that would work. And
Well,
they'd stick with it.
And one of our missions is this year, both of our high schools, we are in at Goldsboro High and Southern Wayne, we are taking small groups of students on strategic field trips to Wayne Community College. When you just take them to the community college campus, they say, oh, well, you know, here it is. Here's a school that I can attend.
Nice building, nice trees.
Exactly. But when you break them down into small groups and you take them to the graphics department, the auto mechanics department, you take them to the specific departments where they might have an interest, all of a sudden the light bulb comes on and they start to think, there is something that I can do right here in Wayne County. I can get a jump start on my education, then I can go away to finish in a 4-year school. And so that's a big part of our push for this year. We did a lot of field trips with kids last year. Southern Wayne High School, we introduced a group of students to the Television Academy that Wayne County Public Schools has. It's an opportunity to form connections.
Wow. So this is what you do, huh?
This is what I do.
Son of a gun.
It's hard to put it all in one nice little sentence because we do a lot of things, but we provide wraparound services to help students be successful in life.
Is there anything specific that you wanted to tell us today?
Oh, there's always something
I
I want
knew
to
I
tell
shouldn't have
you.
even asked that question, but go ahead.
Well, even though it's summer,
yes,
we are right at the point where we're looking at starting a new school year. We will be needing school supplies.
Oh, yeah.
We have a massive school supply drive every year, and in the past we've had the Goldsboro News Argus has sponsored the Stuff the Bus campaign, and I'm hoping that we're going to go on and be able to schedule that for August just like we have in the past. So any civic group, any church that is interested in finding out how they can partner with us for not only school supplies, but to be volunteers and mentors in the upcoming year, just give me a call.
When you say school supplies, what are we talking about?
We are talking basic supplies.
Pens and pencils?
Pens, pencils, notebook paper. High school students need thumb drives. Thumb drives are expensive, and middle school and high school students need to save everything on thumb drives, working on projects at school. That's a big need of ours.
Yeah.
I had a lady from Seymour Johnson to call me yesterday, and she said, what can we do to work with you? I said, we need school supplies. You know, we need them not just in August, but all year long. So that is a tremendous need. And the other thing that we're looking for is always looking for mentors that we can put in our schools. And we're looking for business partners. I just signed on Chick-fil-A last week. They are our newest business partner.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Well, I love Chick-fil-A too, and I had my picture made with Russell Wade, who's the owner and the operator, and the Chick-fil-A cow. And what they're going to do for us, I had the cow there. But what we're planning to do is to use Russell Wade and his human resources employee to come in and do motivational speaking, to talk to students about how do you dress for a job interview? How do you apply for a job? Our students are used to texting and emailing.
Oh, yeah.
They do not understand, in many cases, how to make one-on-one contact with people and the soft skills that we were taught some years ago. And so this is another area that we're working on with our students.
Well, you know, even some years ago, it was still difficult. It was tough then.
Yes, it was tough.
Before all this electronic
And
stuff.
it's even harder now.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A is also offering to do a school supply drive for
Wonderful.
us. So we are all about finding business partners who can, now we're always looking for money, but it doesn't have to be
me
money.
Too. But you're looking for money.
We're always looking for financial donations.
Of course.
But there are many partnerships that don't involve a financial partnership where we can do job shadowing. We can go in and we can get motivational speakers. We can take kids on business tours. There are many ways that companies can partner with us.
And I know I'm hearing now, somebody's asking the question, Well, if you need money, how do you operate?
We are totally grant funded.
Totally grant funded.
Totally
You
grant
don't get
funded.
money just given to you by government somewhere, federal, state, local governments?
Local government does help us, and the juvenile crime prevention helps us.
But it's never enough, is it?
Enough is never enough.
Yeah.
You are always, because if you want to expand your programming for kids, you have to look for additional monies.
Okay, so
Now, and we also operate the teen court program, which is partially funded by United Way.
right.
So you look for different pots of money to run different programs.
Well, I was going to ask you about the teen court thing, but we're about out of time.
Well,
that's good for another day.
That's another day,
Okay.
another discussion.
That's a great program too, by the way, but we'll get into that another day. But if someone wants to make a donation,
Yes.
or if they want to offer a school supply drive,
Yes.
or if they just want to offer school supplies,
Yes.
what do they do?
Call me. My office is at 308 North William Street. I'm upstairs at the Chamber of Commerce. I'd also like for people to visit our website. We have a phenomenal website at wayne.communitiesandschools.org.
Okay.
You can see who our partners are. There's also a PayPal donate button on that website.
Makes
So
it easy.
we make it very simple.
Makes it
You know,
easy,
all you
yeah.
have to do is go to that website. And you can subscribe to our newsletters. We have a fantastic newsletter that we generate as frequently as we can. And we have had a lot of contact from people once they look at our website, they subscribe to our newsletter, and from there, they start calling and saying, what can we do?
Almost everything you ever wanted to know about communities and
Almost.
schools.
But there are several other chapters.
Oh, several other chapters
I'll save
of
those.
this book.
I'll save those
All
for
right.
another day.
Other chapters of the Communities in Schools book. Wayne.communitiesandschools.org.
Correct.
SELENA Bennett is director, and we thank you very much for being with us
Thank
today.
you so much.
Boy, that was good.
It was good.
Lots of good information there.
And Betsy is reeling the things out. I
Right on
mean,
top.
event after event after event, which is really hitting our economy, is going to bring a tremendous amount of growth to Wayne County.
That's exactly right. And if a community does not grow, then they're really in trouble. And we are growing very quickly.
Absolutely, we are.
What's going on tonight?
Well, have you ever heard of the Malpas Brothers?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
What?
They're going to be at Center Street Jam tonight.
I love those guys.
So if you are interested in coming, we want to invite you down to John Street parking lot. It's a free event for the community. The Malpas Brothers will be our leading entertainment tonight. They are fantastic, and we want to support our local guys who have done great big things.
You know what? This is not just talk. These guys are professional
Absolutely.
professional entertainers. They're not just musicians, they're entertainers. They travel for years with the Hag and
Merle Haggard,
Merle
that is.
Haggard, thank you. Merle Haggard, and have done so many big things, and they're just as humble as
Oh,
they could possibly
certainly.
be. Just old, down-to-earth couple of guys. And Dad plays the double bass and sings a little
right.
bit, and they're just really talented entertainers. And you want to see a good show, and what does it cost to get in?
Free.
Okay.
Don't get any better than that, right?
It doesn't get any better than that. And I'll tell you what, you want to see and hear some good music, good entertainment, whether you're a bluegrass fan or not, a country music fan, bluegrass fan, or you just enjoy good entertainment. They're funny, they're talented.
They really are.
You will enjoy it. Just go.
And that's tonight from 6 to 9.
Oh boy.
The parking lot behind the Flying Shamrock, which is John Street parking lot.
That's right.
Come on out. You'll hear the music. You'll find it.
That's right.
If you don't know where it is, come on out
You
and
will
enjoy
find it.
and see firsthand how good the Malpas Brothers are.
A couple of things from the Senior Center out on East Ash Street. They'll be closed on Friday, July 4th. They'll also, the Senior Center Choir is on break during July. And the Stacia Fields line dancing class, don't you love Stacia?
Yay, love her.
Yeah,
She's a doll.
She is a doll. Her line dancing class is on break during the month of July. That's from the Senior Center. Also, a Senior Center event on July 11th. Everyone's invited to the Senior Center for a free car wash. They're going to have bingo. They got manicures.
How nice.
Yeah, I guess. Home-baked refreshments and a big old sing-along. Everybody's going to sing along. It's free and open to the public, open to any senior, I beg your pardon, 60 and older. It's sponsored by Gateway Community Church of Pikeville. If you want more information, that's on July 11th from 2 until 4 p.m. They're going to get all that in just 2 hours. Call Aaron at 705-1785, 705-1785. And what are we doing for July?
We are going on hiatus, Wayne, as we always do. For
Really?
the month of July and August, we will be out and about, talking about, filming things in the community, but we'll also be coming up with new program ideas and be taking a short break.
So we're going to be off during the month of July and August.
That's exactly
We
right.
will not be here live. We'll be showing, you'll be seeing...
Reruns.
Well, yeah.
The best of.
Okay, I'll buy that.
You'll buy it?
Well, I'll... Right on.
But you know what's happening this weekend?
What's happening?
Friday and Saturday, we're having the state cornhole tournament in Goldsboro.
Is that this weekend?
That's this weekend.
The whole state?
The whole state.
Whoa.
Friday night is an open to the public. You can come and play. That'll be over in John Street parking lot area. You can come, and then on Saturday is the big tournament for professionals, amateur professionals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Over at the Goldsboro Family Y.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not invited.
You can come and watch. If you want to find out more about it, or if you want to go ahead and register, go to WayneCountyCornhole.com. You can find out more. You can actually register right there. There's cash prizes. There's all kinds of things happening. And whoever wins this goes to the National Cornhole in West Virginia
Whoa.
Championship. Who knew?
This is a big deal because, I mean,
It's growing by leaps and
cornhole
bounds.
started, it was just a...
In the backyards.
Yeah,
I know.
it was just a parlor game, if you will, outdoors.
That's right.
And it has just taken over by storm.
It really has. They've got two-person teams is what's going on. It'll start on Saturday morning from 9 to 11 is check-in, and at 12 o'clock the play starts. $40 a team. The list goes on and on. You can find all this information, like I said, at WayneCountyCornhole.com.
Wow.
Love to have you come out and watch. Remember, Friday night, downtown Goldsboro, John Street parking lot. Saturday, Goldsboro Family Y.
Wow.
State Cornhole Tournament.
Amazing. That's
Pretty neat.
I'm proud.
I am too. Who knew?
Okay, today at the Senior Center, learning exercise equipment at 10, the 2020 chair exercise at 10:30, and the movie matinee, The Last Time I Saw Paris, with Elizabeth Taylor and Van Johnson. Oh, boy.
Wonderful.
All right, and then we got to do this again tomorrow, okay? We'll be back in here tomorrow, which is...
Friday.
Oh, it is Friday. Oh, okay, we'll take that. Friday, we'll be back Friday at this time, so join us at this time for Wayne Goldsboro Television, and until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.